Hey, so we're back again talking about our progress we made this month. So let's open here. So our average weight this week was 150.5. We did it for 7 days this week, but it was 151, 151, 151, 150, 151, 150, 150. And I wasn't really as consistent in my diet this week just because I just didn't have any money to, eat. And I was kind of lazy when it comes to cooking. But this week we had 200 grams of chicken thighs. We didn't really eat the broccoli, but we had rice. We forgot to boil it. I forgot. Not me. I forgot to boil it. Okay. Then cornbread. Obviously the cornbread, and then 3.5 sausages and 2 eggs. The Chobani protein. We didn't get the cup of nuts, unfortunately. The half cup of nuts because you weren't thinking about it when we were meal prepping. And then the lamb chops from Costco, and then the Fairlife protein shakes that came out to be a 31.90 on the total calorie count for the day. One thing I did really wanted to work on was the fruit and vegetable intake, because fiber is no joke. My generation is dying of colon cancer over pretty much almost anything currently. Okay, so this week I made a lot of progress when it came to lifting. Okay, this week on last Sunday, I increased my weight on my barbell row by 2.5 for 2 sets, and then but that was later broken this week. I did 125 on my barbell row, and something I want to know is that I did heavier on the 20 I did 20 pounds. Okay, that's like the heaviest set for my back extensions. And I felt it more specifically on that day than usual because my lower back when I did barbell rows, because I usually don't go that heavy followed by heavy barbell rows the next day. But so now I know basically heavy back extensions followed by like the heavy back row is not a smart idea. But I thugged it out because I'm a G like that. I also tried a different variation this week. There's a video by Bald Omni-Man, and he's basically doing a different barbell row variation. I'm going to find the clip.
Torso movement that's controlled and athletic at the top. And that translates all the way up to 275. Still very consistent form. And as you can see, we take a few cues from deadlifting. We pull a little bit of slack into the bar, and that basically just means we are pulling ourselves into the bar to just release some of that tension off the ground to make the bottom of the rep a little bit smoother. Pretty much all the same cues apply if you were to do this.
I'm going to post it here. 1 second. But it feels good. I might not be doing it right, but it feels really good when I do it that way. I feel stronger. I feel like my form is a lot better. But yeah. I'm now for my bench press. I'm now 115 on my bench press, which is awesome. Okay? I did for 10 for 3 sets, which is a new PR. But unfortunately, I did feel sore for the next 2 days afterwards. There's no footage because the gym that I went to, because I went with a friend, they didn't have any, they didn't let me record anything. They didn't let me have tripods and stuff in there. But I do have pictures, so I'm going to put those on screen. And then 125 on the squat, which is just 35s on both sides. Felt extremely light this week. I felt like I could do jump squats with the weight, which means I could move up 5 pounds next week for the lighter / medium sets of the squats. And I have pictures of that. Have anything else? Oh yes. I did 45 on the preacher curl this week. And the thing is right. The only reason why I grabbed it is because they didn't have any 30-pound one. And I was scared for my life doing those bicep curls. Dude, I was thinking about, I'm going to mess this up. I'm going to snap my arm. Didn't snap my arm. But you know what I did? I went immediately to the 20 pounds. Okay? I'm not risking it at all. I'm not risking it whatsoever. Like, oh my goodness. But yeah, that is the rundown for the week. Anything else I can think of off the top of my head? No, I can't think of anything on top of my head. But yeah, hope you guys enjoy the rest of the video. Oh yeah, something else I wanted to mention. Just some of the footage you're gonna see are on my off days. I'm gonna put a screenshot of my workout routine on screen. But I wanted to point out, come in, tell you guys that, make sure you guys work out. Okay, working out is one of the most valuable skill sets that you will ever have in this life. Okay, I was just watching a video about this one chick. I think she's talking about essentially like almost dying. I think in an abusive relationship. I didn't really watch the full clip, but I'm gonna leave the link down in the description down below. But basically, I was watching a video how this chick survived abuse because her upper body muscles were extremely strong, and they were strong enough to handle the trauma from her experiences or whatnot. And that day when I watched that video, I literally went extra hard on my traps that day because it's just something that I don't necessarily have to think about as often as a dude, but you can never be too careful. That's all.
Pressure that he was putting on my neck. If I didn't have the muscles that I have in my trap, the built up muscle that I have here, if I was more petite of a woman, the pressure pushing on my neck would have snapped my neck. The only reason why I survived that night was because I was muscular and I had built up muscles in my upper body.